Hello everybody. How are you? Welcome to my live. I am so late. It's already 3 minutes after 7. I knew I wasn't going to make it. I don't know how I messed up my after work routine, but suddenly I was behind. But here we are. Thank you for joining me either now or on the replay. I'm happy to craft with y'all tonight. I think we're going to have some fun. All right, so it's Tuesday, it's June, it's hot in Texas. Hi, Lisa. It's at 105 on my way home, which was hot. But it's nice and cool in the house. Still daylight, sunny, looks beautiful. All right, I hope y'all are having good weather where you are and not so hot. Yeah, are you guys affected by the cicadas? Because I keep seeing pictures of the cicadas. And I know where my kids are and my grandkids are. Oh, you're warm, Lisa, 92 today. There are cicadas everywhere. They're so loud and they're so gross. So we don't have the 17-year cicadas here in Texas, so we've been spared. But I'll be taking a trip to Chicago before long, and I'm hoping they're all going to be gone by the time I get there. All right. So let's get started. The first thing I like to do every week is do a little contest. And sometimes I do a share contest. Sometimes I do a comment contest. This past week was a comment contest. So all you had to do was comment on my Facebook Live, either personal or business Facebook Live, or my YouTube. Any place you want to comment is fine. I put everybody's name in a drawing. And what is going on with my hair? Good Lord, I apologize for that. And so anyway, what I was giving away this past week is the Dashing Designs 3D embossing folder. Have you guys used this yet? I have one. I haven't used it, but this was the contest prize this week, and the winner is Renee. So Renee, congratulations. I will send that to you in the mail. And thank you to everybody who commented. I appreciate it. I love seeing your comments. It's super fun to see what you guys have to say about everything. Hi, Jolene. All right, this week we're going to give away blooming pearls. How about these? These are really, really, really pretty. So we'll give those away. Again, we'll just do a comment contest. Hi, Lois. All you have to do is comment. And thank you guys for commenting. And we'll have a winner next week when we're here. All right, I think we're ready to get started. Let me make sure I come up real quick. Okay, good. There we are. I want to make sure I can see your comments before I flip the phone over. Okay. All right, you guys, let me flip my phone around and let's get started. I have some things to show you, and we're going to have some fun. All right. Get this light's kind of goofy. All right. I don't feel very organized since I was rushing to get on and get done with everything, but I think we'll be okay. The cards tonight, I feel like, are pretty... oh, no, Jolene says it was 80 and her AC decided to quit. That is no fun. That is no fun at all. Okay. All right, you guys, the first thing I want to do is talk about my Mediterranean Blooms card class kit. This class kit registration is open for this right now. We're going to do this on June 25th. And I love this paper. I love this set. I hope you guys like this kit. So I just kind of want to go through real quick what the kit's going to include. So let me show you the projects first. So these are the projects we're going to make. So we've got 3 cards. So we have this very citrusy, beautiful card. We have this one right here. Have you guys been seeing this Mediterranean bloom stuff in the store? I've been seeing it everywhere. Of course, maybe now because I'm using it, I'm seeing it. We're going to do this fun little card. And this has we're going to use the new pocket dies on this. And this just has a little pocket that lifts out, which I think is kind of fun. Then we're going to do this gift bag here. And I like the colors, the gold and the blue. I think they look good together. And this little gift bag, we're just going to put a bow. We're going to do our little pocket card on the front so someone can just, you can just put your sentiment right here. and your gift bag is all ready to go. I will, of course, include the gift bag. And then lastly, we're going to do a little treat. And I don't remember if you guys remember, we used to have these clear gift boxes. I kind of stocked up on them. So we're going to make a little gift box, and we're going to put these sanded lemon drops in here. And of course, I'll include the candy. It's not chocolate, so it shouldn't melt in 105 degrees. So that's what we're going to make. The project, what you're going to get in your kit, also includes, you're going to get a half a pack of the Mediterranean blooms. This paper is beautiful, very pretty, so you'll get that, plenty to make extra cards with. You're also going to get a full pack of the gold foil sheets, and these will come 6 by 12, so I'm going to be cutting this in half to send it to you. You're going to get a full bolt of this beautiful navy glittered ribbon, which is gorgeous and coordinates lovely with our projects. These are on back order, so all I'm including with this, and that's kind of why I added the gold foil to the kit, is just 2 rows of these. So I have enough. I may have to cut off the class at some point if I sell too many, but I have enough to give a couple of rows, so you will get to play with these, and there's enough to use on your projects and a little bit left over. Okay, so how do you sign up for this? Okay, so I started something new this week. I think it's going to work. Normally, you can just email me, reply to my email if you're on my email list, and I will send you an invoice through Square to pay. But I also, on my email tomorrow, I'm going to have a little link, so you can just click on the link and register for the class through the email and also pay through PayPal. So we'll see how that goes, okay? So 2 different ways you can do that. The cost of the kit, $37. Plus $8 to ship it. And it costs me a little bit more than $8 to ship it. It's been running close to $9 for some places right now. It depends exactly where you're located. So that's a total price of $45. That includes the tax already. The cutoff is going to be the 8th, which I think, you guys, is the 8th Friday? Hold on, it can't. Where's my calendar? I think the 8th is Saturday. So sign up by the 8th. Okay. Before we get started on this week's cards, I just want to mention one more thing. Starting tomorrow, there's going to be a little sale from Stampin' Up, an extra 10% off the stamp and die bundles. Okay, and that runs for the whole month. 10% off the machines if you need a Stampin' die cut machine. All right, so that starts tomorrow. I think that's a great deal. It does not include, let me think if I can remember what it doesn't include. It doesn't include, if you're a demonstrator, the online exclusives that are starting tomorrow. It does not include stamp and punch bundles. It's just stamp and die bundles. Okay, and I think that's all. There might have been one more thing it doesn't include, but it's going to be a great deal. So take advantage of that if you would like. All right, tonight we are going to be using the Seaside Wishes bundle. And this is a great bundle because, and I'll show you up close what it comes with. Here's a couple of the examples that they have in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. This is on page 73 of the catalog. It has a stamp set, but it also has an embossing folder that comes with dies. So you get the die and the embossing folder together. So the whole bundle is $47.50 for the die, the stamp, and the embossing folder. So I think that's a great deal. And then if you get an extra 10% off tomorrow, that's even better. So this right here, the embossing folder with the dies, that has been on back order or unavailable. It went back today. So it is back. It's ready to order. I would say if you want it, order early because it might go out of stock again. I feel like this has been a popular one. All right. I love anything ocean. I love seashells. I love everything like that. So I couldn't wait to use the set. So these are the cards we're going to make tonight. We're going to make this Your Friendship is the Best Gift card. We're going to do this one that says sometimes the simplest things mean the most. And then we're going to do this. We've done this fun fold not too long ago, but I thought it was a good one and I wanted to do it again. So we're going to do this little card right here. And then I have a new fun fold that I haven't done yet, which is kind of a takeoff of something we've done before. But I'll explain it a little more when we get to it. So this is just going to open this way and this way. So that's kind of fun, right? All right, so those are the cards we're going to make. And let me get things going here. Okay. Lisa, it is back. It was back as of today, so that is really good news. All right. Hi, Kelly. Okay, you guys, here's the actual stamp set. Love, love, love it. Except I was like, why isn't there a happy birthday? And I resisted the urge to bring in a different stamp set for a happy birthday. I'm like, okay, you don't need a thank you or a birthday card this week. It's okay. But if you want to make any of those thank you or birthday cards, just bring in another stamp set. All right, here is this gorgeous embossing folder that we're going to use. And then this, I got a little bit of glitter on there. This is the die set. So look at beautiful dies. We're going to do the sea stars with that. Although they'll always be starfish in my book, but I think they call them sea stars now. Some little grasses. And do you guys know what these are? I'm not really sure. Is it some type of coral? I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll show you how to use this tonight too, because we're going to use this for one thing. This actually snaps in. You go to this side with the Stampin' Up, and it actually snaps in to your embossing folder, so you can emboss and die cut at the same time. You put your cardstock in there, run it through, and it cuts out these 3 sand dollars. So super fun. Love, love, love this set. Okay, the other thing we're going to use for the first card is just our deckled rectangles dies, just for the sentiment right there. Okay, that's this set right here, the smallest one. All right. Okay. That's it. Here's our pieces. So interestingly enough, so this is the first card we're going to make. And I kind of use this color combination throughout. But when I first made the card, I started with darker colors. Let me see if I have that card to show you. So this was the original card that I did. But then as I started making the other cards, I was going towards the lighter colors. So then when I was finished making the other cards, I thought, well, I want this one to match the other. So I redid it in the lighter colors. But this is the first one I did. I had a little bit of sparkle there, a little bit bolder colors on that one. So, okay. So we are starting with Pool Party Card Base, 8.5, 5.5, scored a 4 1/4. 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside, and we're just going to stamp a starfish on the inside of that. We've got a couple of, we're going to do a couple of layers. So I have petal pink. This is 5 1/4 by 4 petal pink, and that's going to go on right like this. But we're going to do some ribbon tying before we attach that, okay? Then I have this piece right here, which is basic white, and this is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And this is the part, we're going to just take this and run it through just the embossing folder. And we're going to run it through without the die cut in there. So just plain and simple, in the embossing folder, line it up. You've got your little line right here. Send it through your machine. Kind of line it up so you get all your sand dollars in the same, they fit on this little piece of cardstock. And then this is what it's going to look like after you run it through your machine. Look how pretty that is embossed. I love that. So beautiful. Okay, so that is step 1 for that. Then I've got some other random pieces. This is that other die cut that we talked about, the deckled rectangle. We're going to do our sentiment on that. And then this we're going to use to cut out, this we're going to stamp on our starfish and then cut those out. And then I have a piece of Pool Party and a piece of Coastal Cabana. And for those, we're going to take these 2 things. I'm not sure what these are, but these are going to get cut out here. Okay, so we're going to have 2 of those in Pool Party. And then we're going to take these 3 like sea grasses and do those in Coastal Cabana. Okay, so let me pull those over because I've already die cut those ahead of time. And then we have these 2 beautiful things. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at the detail on that. Very, very pretty. Okay, so those are die cut. We've got almost all our pieces. Let's do a little bit of stamping and then we'll start putting everything together. Okay, so we are going to stamp in Petal Pink. And I think I told you guys last week, I'm like starting to really like Petal Pink. It's just been super handy. So I hear the ice cream truck outside. Do you guys have ice cream trucks that go through your neighborhood ever? Do you remember those as a kid? Well, I hear one outside right now, outside my window. Okay, your friendship is the best gift. That's our sentiment, so that's ready. And then we're going to do 3 starfish, so a big one with this stamp right here. Very, very pretty. And 2 of the small ones. I re-inked this, but I feel like it's still a little bit light. I mean, petal pink's a light color to begin with, okay? So now we have our starfish. These need to get die cut. And then we're gonna do one inside. All I did was just one inside right here. You could do a few if you wanted to, or just 3 small ones, whatever you want. I'm just gonna do a big one. And I guess I'm gonna have it come off a little bit. So let me put something underneath it just in case it goes off. Just like that. Okay. So that's for the inside. All right, that's it. Let's start putting this one together. Whoa, hold on, I lost your comments for a minute. Oh, Jolene, it could be a sponge, right? Yeah, you could be right about that. Love it. It does kind of look like a sponge, right? How very, very pretty. Okay, let's put the inside in. Easy first, right? After that, we're going to take our other 2 layers that are going to go on the outside, and we'll attach those together, and then we can tie our ribbon around that, and then we'll start building on top of that. And a little extra adhesive because it's embossed. And we've got kind of a skinny border with the petal pink. Okay, let's tie some ribbon around. And have you guys used this ribbon yet? This is so pretty. This is iridescent striped trim. And let me show you up close, kid. It is gorgeous. I'm really into their iridescent stuff. So pretty. It's almost rainbowy, right? So I thought this would be a good ribbon to use on this card. So we're just going to take some of this and hold on, let me get my ribbon scissors. And we're just going to tie this around near the bottom. Any white ribbon will be fine too if you have some white ribbon. But I especially love this one. And I want to use some Wink of Stella too to add a little bit to those sand dollars. Just a little bit of sparkle. And every time I've made this card, I've put the ribbon on and then the Wink of Stella. I should put the Wink of Stella and then the ribbon, but why break tradition, right? Let's just keep doing it out of order. It's fine. Okay. I don't know if my bow is over far enough, so let me just move it over just a little bit more. Okay, and we'll just trim it up. Okay, it's not the prettiest bow, but it's iridescent, so it kind of makes up for it. Okay, let's add a little bit of Wink of Stella. And I'm just going to kind of go around the whole thing. I want to say this is on low inventory again. So I feel like stock up on it because remember when it was unavailable for a while? It seemed like it took forever for it to come back in stock. And everything's better with a little sparkle. I don't want to get too much out here, but... And then, of course, when it dries, it just gets even more sparkly. I don't know if you guys can see that too well, but it does add something. Okay, so let us put this on the front, and then we'll just finish building everything. Okay, so then I started with the seagrasses. And I just put those on in the background. And I kind of want them just to end up down low where I'm going to put the label. So let me get my glue started. I think it's almost time for new glue. All right, so I'm going to take the long one first. Just kind of put that one off this way. this one right here, and the last one off to the side. And then let me find a black, find a cleaner one than that, and just hold that for a minute. Okay, these get die cut with the dies. Okay, and I've already done that, so let me bring those over. So we have our starfish. So that's all set. And I'm going to put some dimensionals on this because we're going to pop this up right here. But I want like edge pieces. So let me see what I can find if I have any extra edge pieces. And I do. So I'm just going to cut off, I think this is from a mini, just a couple pieces of the edge. Because I feel like if you just put it straight on the ribbon, it doesn't set as well. So I like to kind of put it above and below the ribbon. So I felt like I was taking a chance this week by using this set because it was scheduled to come in on the 3rd off of unorderable. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Is it going to come off? Should I use it? But we got lucky and it did come off. So that's good. Okay, so then I'm just going to do the same thing and just glue these in place. So I'm just going to spread some liquid glue, some Tombow over here, and just kind of layer these right on top. I'm going to cut a piece off of it because I put my dimensionals so close to the edge, I don't have much room. Okay, time for a baby wipe. Okay. All right, how is this one going to sit? This one's going to need to be cut off a little bit too at the bottom. And then we'll just get it all glued up. Right down there. All right. I feel like I'm going to need my black again just to hold it down for a minute. I didn't even look to see if I put my sentiment on straight. I guess I better lift that up and take a look. Okay, well, while that's drying for a minute, let's put some dimensionals on the back of the starfish. All right. Oh, yeah, Lisa, I know. I checked this morning and it wasn't available. And then I checked right before I went on tonight. Maybe that's why I was late, right? Part of the reason, because I was doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing, but I wanted to know, is it back? And sure enough. And then how great is it to get an extra 10% off tomorrow? Love it. Okay. All right, sentiment is kind of sort of straight. Okay. Starfish right here, or sea star. Since I got glue on my fingers, even though I used the baby wipe, everything is sticking now to my fingers. And we'll just kind of layer this one right here too. Okay, let's put some embellishments here. So I took the in color dots and I'm using the Summer Splash. Let's see how I open this because I thought they were perfect to go with. It's nice that all these colors coordinate so nicely. All right. Okay, easy, right? Nice set to work with. Okay, there are our 2 cards. I don't know, can you see the Wink of Stella in person? You sure can, so that makes a difference. All right, card number 1 is done. The next one is pretty easy too. So we're going to use this one. We're using the basic beige, and this is the first time I've really used the basic beige. So that's fun. And then for this sentiment right here, I did use the Unbounded Love dies. I used this die right here to cut out the label. Now, if you get the make and takes, I will do the labels for you. All you have to have is the Seaside Wishes things, and any other shapes, labels, I cut out for you, because you shouldn't have to have a gazillion sets, right? To make a set of projects. Okay, so this card right here, we're starting, like I said, with basic beige, and we're doing the card base, our usual card base, right? 8.5, 5.5, square to 4 1/4. This is going to be for the inside. This time on the inside, I just stamped a sand dollar. Excuse me. So that's going to go on the inside. So we'll leave that out for stamping. Here's our label that we're going to stamp on. Okay. Now, this is the piece that we're going to run through the with the embossing folder and the dies to cut out our sand dollars. Okay, so we've got this big piece right here. And then this, I have a piece of Coastal Cabana. And this piece of Coastal Cabana is 5.5 by 3 1/4. And then I have the Subtles DSP. This is Pool Party. And this is 5.5 by 3 inches. So these are going to layer up right like that. We're going to do a ribbon thing again before we attach it. Okay, so let's just put that aside for now and do our stamping. So this big piece, like I said, we're going to, let me show you guys one more time. You are just going to put this in the side that says Stampin' Up, and it kind of clicks in, it fits nicely, and you want the ridges up because this is the part that's going to cut, so it just sets in there nice and firm. And then you take this big piece of cardstock, and I'm just going to line it up because I want to make sure that all my sand dollars are going to cut out, and then just run it through your die cutting machine. When you do that, you get your 3 sand dollars all cut out and embossed. Really pretty, right? So there we go. We've got our sand dollars all set. And simple card, that's pretty much all we need. So let's do the stamping, which I'm going to use Coastal Cabana for the sentiment, and I'm just going to do, sometimes the simplest things mean the most. So we'll put that right on there. Okay, and then I also did, I want to say I did, was that Coastal Cabana? That might be Coastal Cabana, but I think I stamped it off. So let me get the sand dollar stamp. And I'm going to stamp off. Look how dark that is, because I just wanted it to be a little bit lighter for the inside. All right, so that's all we're going to do for the inside then. All right, all this is done. Then the last thing we're going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of Pool Party and just add a little bit of color with the blending brush to the inside of the sand dollars, just to make it a little prettier. Okay, so I'm just gonna ink this up. Let me put these on here. Not that it matters, I don't plan to go outside the lines, but I do like to start off here because look how dark it gets first until it's a little bit lighter. And then just kind of do the inside in a circle, kind of a wide circle. I don't want too much. And I'm not even gonna put it back in my ink because I feel like it's already dark enough. Well, no, I'm lying. I might put it back in my ink. Just a little bit. I don't want to get crazy with the ink here, but just to add a little bit of color. All right, that's all we're going to do on that. And I think we have all our pieces for this card. Okay, inside. All right, these layers right here. Now, you guys, I'm going to tell you, if you get the make and takes this week, I only have so much of this DSP right now. I ordered a few more packs of it today, but it says it's not coming till next Wednesday, the 12th. So if you order the kits, there might be a delay in this, or I might substitute the Coastal Cabana one because I have some of the Coastal Cabana. So it'll be Coastal Cabana on Coastal Cabana, which will look just fine too. So I'm just giving you a heads up on that. That's the thing, you know, about these, like the subtles, the regals, the neutrals, all these DSP, is they only come with a couple sheets of each design. And so if you're doing card classes, you have to have enough packs to be able to give, you know, make kits for everybody. So you need to order a lot of packets, which is fine if you use the other colors and other things later, right? That's how that works. So we'll be using other subtle stuff later on in the year. We've got a whole year to use it because of the new catalog being out for a year. Basic beige bordered ribbon. This ribbon is so pretty. It's beautiful. We're gonna just tie a bow again. First time I'm using this ribbon too. Now I've used it in the in colors, but I love the basic beige color. It's so pretty. It just reminds me of sand. Okay. So we've got our bow, but before we put this piece on, we want to add a little bit of something to the card, okay? So I thought it would be fun to stamp in basic beige on basic beige, and there's a little stamp. Let me adjust this a little bit. Hey, you guys, I know you guys are talking about kits. Speaking of kits, the 5th, tomorrow, there's going to be 2 new kits again, so I can't wait to see what those are. That's going to be exciting. The kits have been beautiful. I love the city one that we recently had. Okay, so I've got my basic beige. Here's the little, it looks like sand to me, the little dots, right? So I'm just going to go along the 2 edges and just add some of this all across. Whoa, I'm glad that's going to be covered up. Whoa, shoot, did you see what I did? I almost messed everything up. Okay, got that side. With smudges and all. That'll be covered up, so I'm not going to worry about it. I am not doing too well. You know what? I think I'm going too fast. I need to slow down and make these a little bit better. Okay. Now, if you want to pop this part up, you can. I did not pop it up on my card. I just put it flat. Up to you if you want to pop it up. I'm just going to, again, just adhere it down with just a little bit of seal. Edge to edge. Spam trying to call me. All right, how did I get so many smudges? But I think we're going to cover everything. Oh, hold on. Hand check. Do I have ink all over? Okay, well, if I wanted to, I could take these smudges off with my sand eraser, but we're going to cover up some of it, so I think we're going to be okay. Okay, let's put these down. I'm going to start with the big one and just put this down by itself. Did I? Okay. It's hard to tell which is the embossed and which is the debossed side on these. So first sand dollar goes up here. All right, then the next one, I don't know, just to make it stand up just a little bit, I'm going to put some glue dots. So we can have almost like 3 different layers. So let me just grab some glue dots off of here. And then we'll put this one right about here. And then we'll use dimensionals for this last one. I buried my dimensionals. sheet is falling down. Got problems. Okay, and then this one is here. I'm going to cover that smudge too. So far so good with the smudges. And then we'll put some dimensionals top and bottom on this. We'll have a pretty card and you won't know all the mistakes that are underneath hidden. All right, hopefully my ribbon is far enough over. And I feel like this is super long, so let me trim up just a little bit more. All right, and now I have dimensional that to my mat. All right, there we go. And so on this one, I just embellished with a few of the iridescent pearls. So let me open this up. Hold on, do I have one that's open? Let me check real quick to see if I have one that I have open. I might as well finish that up first. So I've got some stragglers before I open a new packet. All right, there we go. That one was easy too, right? Nice and easy. And it almost looks like I did a little bit of light Coastal Cabana in here. You can see the pool party is just a little bit greener, but it kind of goes with this paper. So I guess if you use Coastal Cabana, and Coastal Cabana, everything would match really nicely. So, all right, card number 2. All right. Hold on, I'm reading comments for a second. Okay. All right, this is our next card. This is just a cute little, I used the love you sentiment. Again, you can make this a birthday card or anything that you want. So this is the card we're going to make next. And so what I've added to this one is these fabulous dies, and these are Spotlight on Nature dies. If you guys don't have these are such a great set. It comes with 2 full sheets. So look at all these circle dies with all the fancy patterns in them. So pretty. So the ones we're using for this is this one right here that's kind of got the dots and dashes, and we're going to do this one in crumb cake. And then this one right here is this size right here that we're going to do in basic white. Okay, so those are going to be die cut. So let me get out the pieces for this card. Okay, so you guys, let's start with the card base, okay? So I started with 4 1/4 by 11 crumb cakes cardstock. So I just did a half sheet this way at 4 1/4. Then I scored it at 5 1/2 like we normally do for a regular card. And then from here to here, I cut it off at 4 inches, okay? So you have 1 1/2 inches over here. And we're going to use that 1 1/2 inch piece that's cut off to put this way on our card, okay? So that's how we did our card base, and this is crumb cake. Next, I used some of the beautiful Country Woods DSP, and we're going to put a piece right here on the outside, and then we're going to put a piece over our 1 1/2 inch left strip over here that's going to be kind of on the inside, okay? So let me give you the measurements for the Country Woods. This is 4 by 3 3/4, and this is 4 by 1 1/4. All right, so those are going to be going here, and let's just put them down. I thought this Country Woods went really well with the Seaside. All right, so this is just going to be centered right here. And this is going to go, let's keep our wood grain together. Right here like this. Okay, so we've got that part right here. Okay, now we have this piece right here, and it's a little bit long. It doesn't really matter because you're going to put the circle over it, but I'm still going to cut it off a little bit, just a skosh, because it can just end up like in the middle. Okay, this piece we're going to stamp on, and this is going to go on this side right here, kind of to the side, so that's going to go here. So this little piece of basic white, now hold on, I've got about 6 different basic white measurements over here, is 2.5 by 1 1/4. All right, so I'm going to put that aside so we can stamp on it. These are the circles that I told you about, and this is in crumb cake. I need to finish getting all these little pieces out of here, and you can use your brush attachment if you would like for this. Sometimes I think it's just as fast just to poke them through. So let me get all these little pieces out. All right, very good. All right, and one more. Okay, so these are going to layer right on top of each other. And I also did not pop anything up over here for this either. I just popped up the pieces that are going to go on it, okay? So we're not going to attach that until we do our stamping. All right, other pieces. This is going to be for what we're calling the sponge piece, the smaller sponge. So you're going to die cut that. So you're going to have this. We've got some of the pool party, and we're doing the seagrasses with that. So we've got these die cut out. And then what we're going to do, now I have 2 pieces. I have to make sure that they go right. I don't want to do the wrong one. Okay, so this piece is going to go on the inside of our card. So I don't want to do anything to that one, okay? And this one is going to be the, hold on, like I said, there's a lot of white. Okay, we're just going to measure it. Do I have a ruler handy? Let's see. 3 3/4 by 4. That's going to be for the inside, which means that this piece right here is going to be for doing the starfish again, stamping the starfish. And then this last piece that we have over here is a big piece. This is 5.5 by 4 or 5 1/4 by 4, something similar to that size. It looks like it's 5.5 by 4 1/4. And again, we're going to do the same thing that we did before and run it through the embossing and die cutting to get one of these sand dollars. All right. So I've got that right here. I've already done that. So that's what this piece is for. Okay. And then we're going to stamp just like before. We stamped 2 of the starfish and we're going to die cut them out. I just did a big one and a small one. Stamp them in petal pink on this sheet right here, die cut them out, and those are your other pieces, okay? So that leaves us only with the sentiment left to stamp, and we're gonna do it in Pool Party, and it's gonna be Love You. I lied, we still have to stamp the inside too. And I'm gonna do it right about here. Okay, that's good enough. I thought I was super crooked, but not. And then I just stamped some starfish on the inside. So you can see a bunch of the little starfish. So let's do that. All right. So 1 up here and 3 down here. Then you could put a happy birthday or any other sentiment that you would like. Okay. All right. Let's assemble the outside now. All right. This is just going to go simple right in here. Easy breezy. I do like this fun fold. I think it's really a pretty one. Okay, there we go. Now that we've stamped this, we can attach it to this piece right here and leave kind of an even border. And then we'll just attach this. Now I just want to put adhesive on this side over here. Oops, come on. And that's going to stick out right about here. Good. Now, if you want to pop this up, you can, but I'm popping up the other thing, so I didn't do that. So I'm just going to use some adhesive and attach this down. And look, another smudge. Oh, good. Let's put that over here where the sand dollar is going to be. And I'm just going to center this right in the middle. Check my hands, find out where that hidden ink is. All right, let's start building. So I'm going to start with the seagrass again, and we're just going to glue these down. And you're not going to see these too much, but there's just a little bit in the background. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bring the bigger piece this time over to the left so it shows a little bit more. And then we have one more piece. This is going to be mostly covered up over here, but we'll kind of bring it off to the bottom like that. Okay, hopefully those guys stick down. Let's take our sponge and add some adhesive to that and put that right here. Put this down for a minute. Okay, let's add some dimensionals while that's drying. Let's Wink of Stella our sand dollar and make sure I have the right side. I want this side showing. Okay, and time for dimensionals. Only using 2 starfish this time. This is putting me in the mood for the beach. Love, love, love the beach. Okay, this looks like it dried. And we'll add. Now, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I did. I was like, I'm not sure about placement of the dimensionals on the starfish, but I think we're fine. We might add just a little bit of glue though. Okay, so sand dollar is going to go over here, over the smudge. Excellent. This is going to go here. If you want to add a little bit of glue, you can. But the dimensional is going to be off to the side right here. Hold that for a second. Stay. Okay, my little one. It's going to go right there. Okay, lastly, let's add a little bit of linen thread, and I'm going to tie it in a double bow. So let me just double this up. And we'll tie this into a cute little bow. And trim it up just a little bit. Oh, clearly I need my ribbon scissors. And we'll use a glue dot to attach that. And we'll put that right about here. I guess I could have left my strings a little bit longer, but it's fine. And I didn't even use any embellishments on this one. No gems, because I thought it was fine enough just like it was. Okay, that's card number 3. Can you see the Wink of Stella? Very, very pretty. And again, a nice, easy card, right? Okay. All right, you guys, we have one more card. We're making pretty good time this week. All right, now I want to tell you about this fun fold. This one's really fun. I'm going to put a couple things away so I can find them again. All right. this fun fold, so I was looking on Pinterest, and that's where I found this fun fold. And, you know, we've done the Joy Fold card where it's, so this side's open, you know, and then it opens this way. But this one, it has a nice spin on it. So I found this on Pinterest, and it was from Stamped Treasures by Sherry Roth. And she had the measurements and everything. So this is the card that she did. With that, and I think that's a little bit older of a card. That looks like, do you guys remember when we had this DSP? So Stamped Treasures by Sherry Roth. So that's where I got the idea for this card. So I want to make sure I give her full credit. So very pretty. I love the colors on this. Of course, the colors are the same. What we're going to use in addition for this one is just do the label, this small label right here, and it's going to be out of the Countryside Corners dies. All right, hold on one second. I need a drink again. Okay, here are our pieces. There's a lot of pieces in this one because there's a lot of layers. Okay, so first off, we're starting with this card base right here. And again, I've gone with the basic beige. It's 8.5, 5.5, and it is scored at 4 1/4. I have a little bit of fuzzies right here. I'm just gonna take a little like emery board and kind of clean that up. I feel like I change my blades pretty often, but every once in a while you get a little bit of a fuzzy. Okay, so what we're going to do then is we want a diagonal. So we're going to get out our trimmer, and we're just going to go from the top corner here and just cut in a diagonal to the bottom corner here. All right, so we'll line that up. Okay, and we're just going to trim that off just like that. So now we have our diagonal card base right like that. Look at it again, you guys, so fuzzy, right? I guess I need to change the blade again. I feel like I just changed it, but I do cut a lot of cards for classes. So okay, then not to skip around, but the inside, then we've got this pool party, and this is 5 1/4 by 4 on the pool party. And then we have this country lace DSP. This is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So just to make it easy, let's go ahead and put that on the inside right now. So that's going to be the inside layers of this card, of the card base, okay? So that's going to go right here. Okay. Good, right? All right, next, we're going to do the other outside diagonal layers, okay? So on this piece, we have got, and let me measure just to make sure, because I've got it written down, but I want to make super sure that I have this right. This is 4 by 5 1/4, okay? And this is pool party. And we're going to cut this also on a diagonal, corner to corner. All right, so we've got this piece right here. Then we're going to take the DSP, again, this beautiful piece of, this is the Country Lace DSP, and this is 5 1/8, hold on, this is 5 inches by 3 7/8, okay? Let me double check. I'm on the floor because I want to make sure I get it right. All right, 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Wait, hold on, is that 5 or 5 1/8? 5, it's exactly 5. Okay, that's what my measurement said. So again, we're going to cut corner to corner. And then let's just go ahead and put those down. So we have that out of the way. These extra pieces you can save to make another card. Okay, once we get this down, we're going to start building the inside of our card. This is not right. This should have been 5 inches instead of 5. Hold on. I need to cut off. I need to make my trimmer sticky. I'm going to cut off this. Do I want 1/8 or 1/4 off? What do you think? Well, it's supposed to be 5, so I can see where the 5 lines up right here. So I'm going to cut off this much. And I should pay attention to the measurements. Let me make sure really quickly that that's what it says on the sheet before I send it to y'all and it's wrong. So let me look what I wrote. Yes, okay. Got it. So both those pieces of pool party are 5 by 3 7/8. Okay. All right, let's see if this piece is going to fit now. Nope, sure isn't. So silly. So this Country Lace DSP, hold on, I've got the other measurements right here. Let's see. Give me a second. Her home DSP. So 5 by 3 7/8. Did I not do 5 by 3 7/8? Let's see. 5 by 3 7/8. That is what it is, but it looks to me like it's not going to fit. So all we have to do to remedy this is just take off this down here. So I feel like the measurements that I took straight off that sheet are not correct. I'm going to flip this over so it's flat. And I feel like that's not enough. We're going to have to go one more time probably. Yep, we're going to go one more time. Okay. Let me make sure I write these measurements down correctly. So that fits perfectly. So that is 4 1/2. Hold on, I'm fixing it right here. 4 1/2 by 3 1/2. 3 1/2. Okay. Got it? 4 1/2 by 3 1/2 cut diagonally. And I fixed it on the sheet, so when it goes out in the email tomorrow, it will be correct. Okay. Unless, you know, maybe we had some skinnier edges, which is probably right. I don't know. I'll play with it later. I'll make sure it's right for you tomorrow. Okay. In any case, here we go. Say, yeah, I feel like this one should have been a little bit less. All right. Putting a question mark over here because I'm going to fix it later. All right. Okay, you guys, let's start working on this part. So this is 3. This is, again, basic beige. This is 8 by 3, and it's scored at 4 inches. Okay, just a cute little flap card. All right, we're going to use this to do some stamping. This piece right here is the pool party, and that is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then this piece right here, this other Country Lace DSP, is 3 5/8 by 2 5/8. Okay, and then this other piece of basic white is also 3 5/8 by 2 5/8, and that's going to go on the inside right here. Okay, and we're gonna stamp on that too. So let me pull that aside. Let's put these correct layers down. All right, you guys still with me on this? Sorry about that. I forgot that that other layer was supposed to be a skinny layer. Take 3. Okay, so there's the outside of our little card, and we're going to build on top of this. Okay, so I took Pool Party and I did another one of those circle dies, and that's just going to go right on here, and that'll be pre-cut in your kit, so nice and easy. Just put that on. Okay, 2 by 2 basic beige to cut out another one of those beautiful pieces. Let me get my pieces together here. This is the large sponge this time. All right, so that's going to go right here. And then we need to do our, this goes on the inside, and let's do our stamping on this. Okay, label, we're going to stamp in Memento. We've already cut that out. I think we're good. Let's do the stamping. So we're going to stamp one of the sand dollars in Pool Party. And we are going to stamp off. So let me get this out. Get my sand dollar. And then this is going to be die cut. So I wanted it a little bit lighter. Okay, we've got that, and we're going to die cut it. Then we're going to do 3. You're going to do 3 of the starfish, again in petal pink, 1, 2, 3, and die cut those. All right. Now, what I did to die cut this, and you could fussy cut it too if you wanted to, is I just lined it up. Oh, Lois, I never knew that you could turn your blade around. That's so interesting. Okay, so I just took the die and I just lined it up. All right. And it goes just like this. And then I just ran it through my die cutting machine just to cut this piece out right here, just like that. Okay. Then I would have had the starfish and I cut those out. Do those first before that if you're doing it all on the same piece. So we've got that and 3 of the starfish. That's already cut out. All right. We are going to stamp the inside here. And again, we're going to just stamp one of those sand dollars and we're going to stamp off. Same color. Put it here because I want it to come off the edge. Stamp off and then just like this. Okay, so that's going to be for the inside. All right, last thing we're going to step in Memento Black is our sentiment. And I tried it in the different colors. I just really wasn't crazy about it, so I just went black for the sentiment. And this is going to be the friendship one again. So your friendship is the best gift. Kind of skinny, kind of a narrow piece right here, but I think we can make it fit. All right. I think we're done stamping. Let me make sure I don't have any more ink. Okay, so let's finish this piece up, okay? Inside, let's just add a little bit of seal. And then we're just going to build our other layers on the outside. Let's add a little bit on the edge here of linen thread, some more linen thread. And I'm going to wrap this around 3 times. 2, 3, just like that. And we'll tie a bow. Whenever I use linen thread, I feel like I have to tie a knot first. Otherwise, it just slips from me. And I'm sure it's because of my nails. And I can just tighten that up a little bit. Get a little bit bigger. Okay. Do I have it where I want it? We can move it up just a little bit here. Okay, I think that's good. All right, let us take this and just glue it down again. Oh, thanks, Lisa. I appreciate those comments. I appreciate hanging out with you guys. I love when you guys spend Tuesdays with me. It's super, super fun. Okay, got that on. We're going to do some popping up with dimensionals. I have a bathroom upstairs that is kind of a seashell motif, and it kind of, come to think of it, uses these same colors. I guess I didn't realize that till now that it's like the same colors as my bathroom, which is funny. But it makes me happy every time I go in there because it reminds me of the ocean. And I have some beautiful shells and coral and stuff from Hawaii that I have in there, which, you know, you're not allowed to take the coral anymore. I think that's illegal now, but, you know, 20, 30 years ago it wasn't. So I've got some beautiful pieces in there. All right, some starfish randomly. This is not, let me move this a little bit because I don't want my slip to show. And then let's pop up our sentiment. come in. All right. Okay, now this is going to go on the inside, and we're just going to center it. I'm going to have it up just a tiny bit higher. All right, and then we're just going to fold it like that. All right, now I did add a little bit of gems to this one, and have you guys seen these yet? I haven't really played with these yet, but these are super fun. So these are iridescent foil gems, and I thought they were perfect for this. Did I cut this open? I guess I just used it. Oh, I did cut it open on the side. Okay, so I can pull that out. Look how pretty these are with the gold foil inside, and I thought these looked really good with this. So let me get my take your pick, and we'll pick up some of these beautiful gems. And all right, whoa, we don't need that piece of blue on there. Hold on, what happened? I think I got a piece of the glue on there. Okay, that one's history. Try and save that one later. Okay, that's it, embellished. So what do you guys think? Which one's your favorite card tonight? I think this one might be my favorite, for sure. I really like the colors. I like this one. Okay. All right, you guys, that's it. We made it through all 4 of our cards tonight. All right, let's bring back what we did. We started with this card, these cards right here, and then we went to this one, like that. Then we did these little seaside cards right here, and then we finished with these. So I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. Thank you for joining me. I always appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good rest of the week. I want to show you a couple quick things. So first of all, if you want the project and measurement sheet, it will be fixed and posted in my email tomorrow that goes out in the morning. So if you are not on my email list but would like the sheet, then just email me and I'll be happy to send it to you. Here's just a quick little fun sneak peek. There's some online exclusives coming for demonstrators tomorrow. So a little peek at some really fun, this is called Iconic Celebrations. And look at the plaids and the snowflakes and the leaves and hearts, champagne glasses, fireworks. This is going to be fun. There's some new stamp sets, some new ribbons, some new dots, which are going to be fun. A little bit of Christmas coming to us. And for customers, this will be available to order. Does it have the date on here? It's going to be in July. I can't remember exactly which day in July, but look at all these fun new things. We're going to get to go ahead and order some cherry cobbler and pearls for Christmas. A little sneak peek at some Halloween, so that's fun. And a little bit of fall with the Changing Leaves bundle. So that's fun too. So there's a little sneak peek. I'm gonna figure out what I wanna get tomorrow and then start making some stuff to show you guys for when it comes out and is available to customers. If you guys, here's the host code this week. If you wanna get the kit with an order of $35 more, I'll send you the kit to make these cards free. Or you can order the kit for $20 and I'll send it to you. If you spend $35 or more in the store though, you will also get the Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial. This is the one that just came out for June. We all use the spotlight technique. So there's lots of different card ideas with the spotlight technique. And every one of them has directions, which is super fun on how to make these. This is the card that I made for this month's Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial. So just to let you know that that's available free with an order. Okay, I think that's all I have. Thank you guys. It's awesome. Thank you for spending time with me. You guys have a great rest of the week. I'll see you next week. I don't know what we're making yet, but hopefully it'll be something fun. All right, bye everybody.